Good morning, everybody. Sitting out here working on my full size real quick before I gotta go to the doctor's. Got about an hour and 15 minutes till I gotta be at the doctor's, and I'm putting my chrome handles on. Oh yeah, look how sexy I am. It's really easy. All you do is rub that down with alcohol real good so you get any oils, and then you take your kit, take the 3M adhesive tape off the back, stick it on there. I'm noticing I did this one first, the little one. Make sure you put the right one on the driver door. That's the only one with a key. So what I'm doing is, here, I'll show you. Alright, this is what I'm doing. I'm taking it, because it's got this edge right here. Take that edge and put it on that first, and then put it all the way on until it goes flush. That way you can see where it's at. I did notice that it doesn't cover all the way on this, okay? That's okay, because the other handle that comes this way actually overlaps this line. So I'm going to get mine done. Let's see what we're doing next. Here's the before. I already did the other side, so I'm going to do an after picture here in just a second. There we go. Just stick them all on there. See what I mean about it overlapping? It actually overlapped and then creates a new line. See? Ta-da! And it's like that on all of them. You pull that out a little bit, you can see that gap. And you put that in, it all matches up very nicely. Yeah. And then you got a little fluffy dog. What you doing, April? You ready to go? She come out here with me. She's like, we're going somewhere. I opened the door, she jumped in. So she's been sitting in there ever since I started on this. Here's the other side. I think it gives it a nicer appearance. Gives it that little bit more up-class look. I mean, I'm not mad. I think it looks good. What you guys think? Let me know. We got to get on. See, you got the chrome, and the chrome lettering on the back. Man, we doing good. Up class. Okay, I've got a couple other things I'm going to do real quick, and then we're going to the doctor's, but I'll talk to you guys after a little while. I already did some of it. She's taking over for a little bit, and then I'll go back. But we tightened up the 4-link, all the bolts on the 4-link, got it tightened up. I drove down to the mailbox and back just to see how it would feel. I can barely get over a speed bump. There is not much lift, and it's mainly the cross member. Transmission cross member is what's hanging up on big speed bump right there. That's the only one it's hanging up on with full lift. But the rear can get a little bit more lift because the bags are not compressed all the way. All the way laid out right now, they're barely compressed. As you can see, they're almost at a relaxed state. So I could actually put spacers in there to pick those up, and it'll get up higher. The front is pretty well laid out. So, yeah. Definitely got to do something about the rear, because see how the rear, it's pretty much on the ground, and it's not, the bags aren't compressed. So we'll have to work on that. The front could definitely be done a little bit differently to get more lift out of the front. But again, I want to ride low anyway, so we'll see. It is Friday night. I got my A1C and my blood pressure and my blood and all that checked. And then I went to the eye doctor. I'm waiting on my new glasses. They're already made, but we got to go pick them up. Then tomorrow morning, I'll start on getting the bed out here. We wanted to clean the driveway so that it's more presentable and easier to work on. We're not going to have so much dirt and crap underneath it. And then we'll probably go ahead and wash little Goth. My wife's car, we can take it to the car wash as many times as we want. So we ran it through, ran the truck through. So we're going to try to done. And we'll talk to you guys in the morning. See you later. All right. Good morning, or actually, it's almost noon on Saturday. I want to show you guys some of the parts that we did get. This is for my wife's car. This is a exact fit for her car, which makes it really nice for being able to put the gauges in and be able to put all her gauges in for her air ride on this piece here. I think we picked this up on eBay for 40 bucks, which wasn't too bad. A lot of them, they'll show 80 all the way up to like $150, $200 for this piece, and they're all pretty much the same. This one is through Glow Shift. I don't know if you guys can see that, but anyway, it's through Glow Shift. I can't make it go right. And you can give them a call. Well, not give them a call, but look them up online. And like I said, eBay is where we found them. That was a pretty good price on that particular pillar pod. So we'll put that aside because we're not going to be using that yet. Just went out and got my wife a new sunshade for her car. What else did we get? Can't ever have too many of these. I mean, for $8 and you get 12 big microfiber towels. That's always nice. Went and got some 2000 grit sandpaper so that I can lightly wet sand the hood and try to do some touch-ups on it, because the hood on the Toyota 86 is just nasty. I'll be right back. My wife's calling. All right, I'm back. So I want to be able to touch up the paint on the hood of the Little Goth, the Toyota pickup. We talked about these. Everybody saw these. I already got these out of the way for you guys to look at. Those are the gauges. I do have gauges for my wife's. I think I had showed you guys. We have the airlift gauges. And this is a dual gauge. We also have one more dual gauge. I did buy the fittings on eBay so that we can go from quarter to 1/8 push to connect, so we can put these in. And put that back down there. What else real quick? Can't ever have too many zip ties, so I went ahead and got, a couple hundred. Where'd the other ones go? There they are. Couple hundred zip ties. These are the head on this is the exact same size as the short ones that they have, and they're the same price. So I get the bigger ones for $1.99. You get 100 of them, and then I just cut off the excess. Why buy the shorter ones for the same price when this is multi-use? You can use it for the small stuff or the big stuff, you know, unless you just want to save the environment and cut down on the amount of waste of zip ties you're throwing back onto the ground or in the trash. I mean, I understand some of you guys out there do that, so that, you know, it's really up to you. I got a new polishing pad for my polisher, and got some 3M adhesive tape. Picked this up over at O'Reilly's. I believe you can get this at any parts store. This is I think it's the 1/2 inch wide. Yeah, 1/2 inch wide. This is the double-sided adhesive. This will be used to put the pillar pod on her car, and to be able to mount any other thing that you want to be able to mount. This is also the same stuff that we used on the full-size truck, but it came on those door handles. So, but this is the exact same stuff that you're using. It lasts a long, long time. Can never have too much WD-40. You've got the, you do know that this head right here, as long as you don't break it, you can pop this off. As long as you don't break it, you can pop this off and put it onto a new bottle. So there's no sense in buying the smaller can. Well, I like this as a personal use. That's why it's full, because I hardly ever use it. But these big cans, you get 4 ounces more without the head. Then just interchange your head onto this one. It even comes with a new straw, so you can replace your straw on the head. It's a no-brainer, right? So you get 4 ounces more for 50 cents more. That's the kicker right there, is for 50 cents. But literally all the heads on these, they're all the same size. So you can fit this on top of anything. Well, I'm just afraid for it to squirt on me. There. So yeah, get you the big can. Save some money. Super glue. My wife needed some super glue for something. I forget what it was. Gorilla tape. I ran out, so I need some more Gorilla tape. That can fix holes in tarps, holes in your canopies. I've got the golf cart cover out there. I've got several rips in it that I've mended with the Gorilla tape, and it doesn't go nowhere. So it literally bonds and mends to it. I had some Friskers that looked like this. These aren't Friskers, but these are the Harbor Freight brand. I needed some more of those. That's Harbor Freight. I got the Doopy color. This is the 202 to 204. This is the black that is on the truck. So I'm going to use this to be able to do some touch-ups. I also bought the paint stick. You know those big scratches that I have in the hood? I'm hoping that I can lightly fill in those scratches with this to make them less pronounced, and then wet sand it and polish it, and the hood should come out a whole lot better. That's in theory. That's what I'm hoping. Eventually, I would like to get a full paint job on the truck. I have an idea in mind for what I'd like to do with it, and when I get the money and I get there, then we'll be able to do that. So that's it's this segment right here. And my wife's calling again. All right, got us a new to us canopy. Bought it used, but it's a 10 by 10, and it's a really good metal structure. So yeah, we're very happy with this. You ever remember the wagon my daughter had when she was like 2, 3? Well, still got it. It's still putting in work. I get this pushed over here, see if we can't get this onto the truck. All right, I'm about to make a cut. I took a piece of string, went from there to there, from the second one back, the hole there, to the second one from the back forward to there, the outside mount. Then I was able to measure from there across, so I know how big my tire is. I've got some marks made here. No, they're not absolutely perfect, so don't count me for that, but they're really close. And that's really all I'm really worried about. I'm worried about getting them close so that the tire will fit in there. I can tool them up a little bit after that, but for right now, this is how much of the fender I need to cut out. I'm also going to be cutting this whole rear section out so that all that pokes up through it. So I made a line. I measured from there over about as far as I want to go, which is right to this edge right there. That's 5.5 inches. It's going to come right to this edge here, and then from this hole here, which is that mount there, I'll end up coming over to it that way. That way I can angle it in like that. Actually, yeah, however the hell I'm going to do that. Over to that one, something like that, maybe that way, yeah, that way, and then we'll angle it from there in, or actually I'm just going to go straight back. Yeah, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. So I'm going to go all the way down, across, and up, and that whole section right there is going to be cut out, And see, I used the string here so I could actually make my measurements. So I can measure halfway point out and then 12 inches up and 12 inches down, which gives me 22 inches of clearance, which is a little bit over what the tire is. And then we got to come in 12 inches, which is actually just past where it rounds back right here. So we're going to end up coming over to here, and then most of that right there will end up getting cut out as well. But you got to be very careful when you get to there, because this is the outside sheet metal. You bump that and you start messing up your paint. So I'm going to get this cut out and we'll see where I am after this. So pretty much, yeah. Let me get it done. I'm going to tell you what. For the long cuts, either corded or non-corded, don't matter. I happen to have the battery powered one. But the reciprocating saw, it's a hard word, works really great for the long cuts. But then for my more precision cuts, where I went all the way in and out of this and all the way around, that right there is worth its weight in gold, I'm telling you. This is only like, what, 15, 20 bucks? Harbor Freight, man. And then they even sell I use the coarse, not the fine. I've been using the coarse. It seems to go through this sheet metal real good. And then I was able to use it because it has that short blade. I was able to put it at a slight angle. Then that way I didn't touch any of this all the way down through there on either side. So I'm really happy about that, because that got me in there tight where I wasn't going to hurt anything. So now, I mean, I'm ready to try to fit this on there. It looks good the way it is. Everything's cut out. Everything's pulled where it needs to be. The fenders right here, I can still bend those up. I wanted to try to keep some of that, and I'll trim it and angle it whatever I need, because I'll be able to attach the fenders onto that, the new fenders that'll go in there when I get around to doing that. So everything is done, cut. This should fit right on there. And it's not perfectly straight, but I can fine tune it after I get it on there. So now time to turn this. Remember, my wife can't lift anything over 10 pounds. Yes, I could have shouted out to everybody online and say, hey, can somebody come and help me? With a bed, I've been doing beds forever. There's really no need in calling somebody for just a bed, as far as I'm concerned. Because the truck's already on the ground. So, I mean, literally, you're laying it onto the frame. So, anyway, let me get this done. I put the towels on there so we don't scratch the rims, but it also helps to guide everything up onto here. This fun bitch is hot. Like a glove. How's that go? That's how that goes, right? Make sure it's all fitted where it's supposed to go. Forgot to cut that out for the tank. I don't know if this is, I don't think this is all the way up. I've got a little bit of excess I gotta cut off. I didn't account for that. Damn it. I'll show you what I was talking about. That piece right there. I had to cut that out around the tank, and then it'll fit right in there. I did not account for that. Everything else fit nicely. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Like I said, I left a lot of that in there. I'll still be able to put my gas filler in there, but there's going to be new fenders that'll go up and over this. So I wanted to cut out enough, but not entirely too much. That looks pretty good. The tires fit in there nicely. Everything looks straight. I just got to get that because I don't think that's up far enough to mount the bed on. I think yeah, it's back a little too far. So I got to lift that up. I think I can put it up on a cinder block and just cut it out. What you doing? You gonna play with them? That's all up in the front. That's all the way down in the front.
But that was all the way up in the back.
There you go. That's all the way down. I know it's hot out here. One more time all the way up.
Just do the middle button.
That's all up. It's all up in the back. Good stuff, huh? Oh, hitting sides. The other side. It's about time, huh? Let me get outside so I can watch you do it.
Sure.
Okay.
We're gonna run out of air.
That's why the compressors are on. You hear them? We got the bed on. Yeah. That's some good stuff. It's a good feeling. Finally be able to do that. What are you doing?
Trying to go up.
Can you go down? Huh?
It goes over down.
Now you're all the way down. Now she's all the way up. I'm actually thinking about putting in spacers like I said before. That way this can go up a little higher. Right now we're barely getting over the speed bumps all the way up. Made that front go up. Other one. It's not aired up all the way. It doesn't have enough pressure to push it all the way up. But anyway, there's that. We're going out tonight to go to a cruise. We're going to take the 8.6 with us and go right around. My wife wants to go. I want to go. Kathleen's getting a little excited to go. And we'll see you guys after a while. All right. Well, you guys can see it work.
said, oops.
There it is. I aired it up just a hair in the back just to level it out so that it looks the way it should laid out. The biggest problem we're going to have, like I said, is the transmission cross member that's hanging up on stuff. But that would be ride height where I took it just now. Actually, the front will go down a little bit more at ride height. I had it all the way up because there's no shock, so I didn't want it bouncing too much. Okay, now we're going to get ready to go. Well, right when I turn on a video, there's not much to look at. All the good stuff already rolled by. We got one aisle over here that's filling up. The streets out there are full of people cruising. We're in Russellville, Arkansas at the second annual cruise night. Having a good time. Look at these. Hope that's a taco truck.
Right?
like as soon as I put my camera down and hit stop, people started rolling by. Now I'm trying to record and they're all fading out. What's that over there? Behind that white truck. Oh shit, the Umbrella Corporation is here. Yo, boy. I guess they want it in. They almost got hit by that Dodge because they decided to try to zoom in on somebody. That's a VC truck. I like the way those headlights look crystal. There, so we got our first completed bath. I gotta get going. It's like noon on Sunday. Probably gonna eat lunch. I wanted to get the tail lights in. I'll have to do that next time. I bought some touch-up paint so I can sand this around the outside edge and then hit it with some touch-up just so that it looks better than it does now. I just rinsed myself off so I can't see out of my glasses. I got water all on them. So that's it. Truck's good. Truck's driving. It does need a little more lift, like I said. I need to scratch the emergency brake cables. Get them cut out from underneath the truck. The fuses came in yesterday, but I didn't have time to put the fuses in line. I'll do that at another time. And other than that, the only issue I have right now is I think I got some water in the gas because I used a gas can that was out back. I think it got water in it. And then I pressure washed it. So it was a toss-up between pressure washing and getting water into the distributor or into a vacuum line, or I checked all the vacuum lines, cleaned out the distributor, and cleaned out the mass airflow sensor, and it's still so I conversed with a couple friends, and we think that it's probably water in the gas. I did get my my filler neck back in place where it's supposed to go, so that's there. I think I cut a little too much out of the tubs. Kind of wish I hadn't have cut that much, but I'm going to be putting new tubs in anyway, so that will come in time. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Give some thumbs up and comment at the bottom what you might think that could be the gas problem. Next weekend I'm going to get some fuel treatment, and we'll put some fuel treatment into the gas, let it sit and idle for a little while, and see if that straightens it out, unless you guys come up with something else to look at. So we will see you guys on the next. Look, my wife over here in the shade. Say bye, baby.